Hey guys, Southern Comfort here. I am sweating. It's hot and humid out here. We're just coming through the storm. And today I will be cleaning out both these coops, getting prepared for the next storm onto the southeast coast of North Carolina. So let me show you how I clean out my coops. That's really easy. It's fast. It's more effective. I feel like it's more effective as far as blowing more debris out of there. You can only get so much out. You're shoveling. You can only get so much out, period, and it's actually harder work trying to get it out, get shavings or whatever you decide to use out of the corners. But doing it this method really works, so I hope that you enjoy this video. Clean out. I use this little tote wagon here, cart, and a snow shovel, and of course my gloves. This coop right here, the bedding's not too bad, but it did get wet when I'm turning the water over. With that, I'm just going to, yes, Mr. Rooster, I'm just going to kind of, because they've been kind of kicking it out of the coop anyhow, I'm just going to put that onto the ground. Hopefully we'll get some dry weather here, and that'll dry up and it'll just give them something to walk onto. Usually I will put it out there into the garden, and there's still space for me to do that, and I'll probably do that with this coop. Definitely needs to be cleaned out. I see an egg back there. Well, that's not too bad, but with this coop, it's going to have probably more, I say fertilizer, chicken manure into it, so I will be putting that into my cart and spreading it out there into the garden, because I'm not having a fall garden into the garden. It'll just be the greenhouse, and that'll give it time to break down. So this coop is smaller than the other coop, and it's built differently. And this is repurposed. A lot of it's repurposed wood, so I was taking the design and trying to make something happen with it to build a coop, because chickens don't care. But this is actually the walk-in door, which I ended up changing all my fence pattern, because it's supposed to go further out, and now it's kind of cut me short on my doors. I'm not complete with this coop here. I'm having to use a ladder, but this is my clean out door. I pull the wire and it opens the front door. A lot of waste. I want them to be dry. I want them to be happy in there when they're shut up. At nighttime, they are definitely shut up in there. I get up early, come out here and let them out. I don't let them out too early because of predators. Even though I've got it secure, I still don't let them out early enough, because I'm not inviting predators to do what they do. This right here, since this was my clean out door and I don't have my front door ready, I put this here to keep this. I knew I wouldn't get it done, so I put this here to keep the rain from falling into the coop. Since it's different than the other coop, it doesn't have a overhang, even though I had a board here to keep the rain from dripping behind the door. But when it comes to rain, rain, or tropical storms and stuff, it needed more, so I can leave this open, and I'm really liking that. It's not pretty, but it's really going to take a peace of mind to me, to where when I do get the front door steps on this coop, then I can also open up the front door and open up the side door and create a vortex of airflow in there, because in this coop it's surrounding by fence. The other coop, the clean out door, is on the outside of the coop, so I have to put wire up there to block them in so they don't get out and predators don't get in. This has got lots of food in it, I'm sure, and so I'm just going to sprinkle it around here. They'll be scratching it today. And they're already loving having something to scratch into. take this long to clean out the coop, but they spilled water in here twice. And then you got the manure, you got the where it caked down. And so what I'm going to do, I'm just trying to blow it out as much as possible. And then what I'm going to do is let it air out. I want it to, this is going to help, you know, get air in there. It's going to help to also blow that wet debris out there, what is wet. And it's going to create it to dry faster. I think it's wise to let your coops air out before you turn around and put more shavings in there. Because even though this board's down here, they're treated, but I also painted it. That protects the wood. But I just want it to dry out as much as possible as far as the day. We're not supposed to get any rain, so it's got all day long to dry. So now we're going to move to the next coop. So this coop is 8 feet by 4 feet. The other coop is about 4 by 4. So this coop takes me longer to clean out for the fact of its length. Now I'll go to the front door and I'll help, you know, get it pushed down here. I have my cart here and I just rake it in there. Coops don't have to be perfectly cleaned out, but I do see where they did spill some water also. And it's going to be in a little round circle, but I'm going to do the exact same thing. I'm going to clean the coop out. I'm going to close the front door and I'm going to leave this open because this is a lot bigger door here, and let it air out. Let it get as much air in here as possible before I put the shavings in. This coop will have more manure into it, and so that's why I'm putting it here, because it is excellent fertilizer. It's a hot fertilizer, so it does need time to deteriorate. So it's always a good feeling to get the coop, I want to say coop, but the coop's cleaned out. Now usually, if the garden doesn't have anything in it, I'll just walk through the garden and lightly sprinkle it everywhere. This is where the sweet potatoes was at. There's still some sweet potato vines, which are making slips now. Okay, that's it. That's good enough. With the front door shut, so the lighting's not good. It's keeping them out so I can keep this door open. Just a little spot that was wet. Let it dry out. The bottom board has been painted, so that's my protection. The rest of this will go to the garden, and now I'll be going to take a shower. After doing this and using the blower, you definitely want to go take a shower. Okay guys, I think that's all for this video here. I don't think you need to see me putting shavings into the chicken coops. I'm just going to let this sit there for the rest of the day, air out. I got one chicken she's wanting to go in there. So I only got, you see, I got 3 laying hens, and because I got rid of my other ones because I got new ones coming up. And so sometimes they won't lay, sometimes they'll just lay on the ground. But as of right now, we need to get this coop situated. So I'll be going and taking a shower, then I'll be coming back in. They mess up my wire to open up my front door from the back side of the coop. And then while I'm in there, I'll also maybe figure out something other to at least get one of the coops done, maybe today, or at least work toward that way of hanging some water, be able to have a place to hang water so it doesn't get, you know, knocked around. Usually I use like oil pans. Oil pans are great because you can fill them up. They're not but that tall. They're less likely to knock them over. They're that big around. They're short, and that works really, really well. But I can't find what I did with them. I have 2 of them that I use at different periods. It depends on, what's going on with the chickens. So, but I definitely need to get, since I can't find them, I looked and looked and looked for them, I definitely need to get some kind of system here. One thing, if nothing else, is like, getting that food so they're not scratching it all over the place, have it hanging. And then the only thing about having hanging water is that when they're shut up, they're just anxious and they don't like it. They're ready to come out first thing in the morning. They don't go back in until right at the edge of dark. And so, but I've definitely got to get a system going here so that I don't have to worry about them as far as the water in their feed. It's extremely hot out here at this point in time. It's downright miserable. Well, guys, thank you so much for watching. This is cleaning out the coop. How I clean out the coop. It really is. It doesn't take that long, and it's really fast. It's very effective of cleaning the coop out. Taking the blower gets more the fine particles, fine seeds and stuff like that, corn that they're not going to find, and it just gives it a good blowout. If it wasn't so hot and humid out here, even though I've got it good, I probably, knowing me, I'd blow it a little bit better. That gets out any other kind of little pest that could be roaming in there. Thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you on to the next video. So once the coops are all blown out and the shavings are out, I'll be putting domesticus earth, DE, we call it DE. It's organic. Killing mites and stuff like that. That could be in there. Any type of bugs. It's good for the chickens. It's kind of like also a dewormer. But I will be sprinkling in both the coops here while they're emptied out of shavings. Okay, diatomaceous earth. I call it DE. It's crawling insect killer containing, and it says kills a list of insects by contact, kills roaches, ants, silverfish, beetles, and other crawling insects as listed. And this is for indoor and outdoor use. It is organic, so what I'm going to do is I just kind of throw it in there because I want it to get just kind of everywhere. It doesn't matter if it gets on the walls. That's good. And so then I'll be into the egg box. I'll be cleaning those out, and then sprinkling some of this on top of the shavings. So I still haven't got my shower. I said, well, I might as well get it done right? So this is how I like to do it. This is not going to hurt you. Might not be the way some people would do it. This is how I do it. I don't care if it's floating around the air. So if there's insects we can't see. So I put some at the door also, so when it's time for them to walk in there, then they'll get it on their feet. It's going to really help them out. So this diatomaceous earth is, I can see it into the air, so it's like flying around into that coop. Okay, a little change of plans here. As I started taking the shavings out, I noticed that it didn't need to be taken out. I took the top layer off and got them out, made the egg boxes here, little things they lay into. These are actually milk cartons. Lay into, and just made them a little bit deeper. Chickens like to hide, and I just sprinkled that diatomaceous earth in there. That is a fake egg. A fake egg helps them to, they see it and they're like, oh yeah, let me lay an egg. So I had 3 of them. I usually have to take them out, but when the chickens are brooding, they'll leave their eggs and go to those fake eggs. So I have to take them out, and then I lay 2 out here. Like I got those real eggs there, and I'm pretty sure it was a fox. I feel like it was, just looking at the evidence, and one was toted off and no one's broke. I believe it was a fox, So I mean, now I only got like 1 fake egg. But you only really need one. I'll let the chickens scratch out the rest of it. They do it better than I do. I got some chickens that's wanting to go in there, so I'm gonna shut this a little bit. You can't get out, and I'm gonna go ahead and let them in there. See if they'll go ahead and scratch that around, or she just wants to lay an egg. What are you up there for?